Unity Software has been having a really hard time during the recession and a really hard year and even worse 6 months. Unity Software is down over 68% for the last year and over 71% for the last 6 months. I do believe that Unity Software is going to be software that is powering the future of mobile applications. Over 70% of all the top 1,000 games and applications on iOS are actually done on Unity software, the Unity platform. Now, Unity is specifically for mobile games. I think the future is in mobile, but even these cell phones are going to be obsolete in the future, and there's a total addressable market that's absolutely huge when it comes to mobile applications. In the future, we're going to have mobile applications on watches, mobile applications on headsets, on glasses, literally holograms. This is where I believe the future is going, and I believe that Unity software is going to prosper as all mobile gaming is going to prosper in the future. Now, this future is a distant future of 5 to 10 years because we don't have the technology to do that, but this technology is currently being worked on. If you don't know what Unity software is, I am going to leave a video at the end of this video explaining to you what Unity software is. But to make it very, very easy, Unity software allows you to develop applications, specifically mobile applications, and instead of worrying about doing everything from A to Z, you can plug and play and buy things off of Unity software to make your life a lot easier. For example, if you were making a game about the Wild Wild West, you would concentrate on coding the actual game dynamics instead of actually coding the sky, coding the desert, coding the mountains in back of you, so on and so forth, and the tumbleweed. You can just buy that off of Unity software as a plug and play integration into your system. Unity software is purchasing a company called ironSource for $4.4 billion. Now, ironSource is definitely trading at a discount as well because when they SPAC'd, which is a special purpose acquisition company, their initial value was $11 billion. So this is definitely a huge discount. In the acquisition, 73.5% of the company is going to be owned by existing Unity shareholders, while the rest is going to be owned by the existing ironSource shareholders. And now you have a new company. After the deal is going to be completely done, two huge investors of Unity software are going to deposit $1 billion as an additional investment into Unity software. The two major investors are called Sequoia Capital and Silver Lake. That's a massive, massive good faith deal. The problem is the shares of Unity were down nearly 18% yesterday. And there's a couple of big issues that's happening with Unity. It's not all, as I like to say, unicorns and rainbows. Unity did lay off around 4% of their workforce in June, and Unity did just reduce their guidance. Originally, their guidance was supposed to be $1.35 billion to $1.42 billion. Now they reduced their guidance to $1.3 billion to $1.35 billion. So the top end of their new guidance is actually the low end of their last guidance. Very, very interesting to see what's happening in the market right now. It seems like there's a huge consolidation between companies, especially in the gaming world. The question is, what does ironSource bring to the table? ironSource does a lot of things that complement Unity software. They also allow you to concentrate on your mobile application development while allowing you to buy and plug and play the little mundane tasks so you concentrate 100% on developing a dope-ass game instead of worrying about the little things in the background. Now, Cathie Wood definitely holds a lot of shares of Unity, and she actually increased her shares by 1 million shares yesterday. I actually bought more shares of Unity as well. I bought some call options for Unity, some for short period and some for a long period of time. But again, I'm just nibbling. I do have some money on the sidelines. After earnings is when I'm going to deploy this money into the stock market. As per Barron's, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest purchased more than 1 million shares of Unity software. Unity was down 17.45% after the stock slumped following its $4.4 billion acquisition of ironSource. The ARK Innovation ETF bought 884,000 shares of Unity, and the ARK Autonomous Technology Robotics ETF bought 62,320 shares. ARC W bought 78,200 shares, while ARC X scooped up 16,724 shares. ARC Invest is not doing too good. However, over the last month, I believe they are up double digits. We're going to see what's going to play out in the long run, but I do believe that Unity Software is an absolute monster. Now, this is not the first acquisition that we saw in the tech sector, and specifically in the gaming sector. 3 such examples is Microsoft purchasing Activision, Take-Two purchasing Zynga, and Sony buying Bungie. And I think there's going to be a lot of these consolidations in the future, because at the end of the day, there's some sick, ridiculously cheap valuation for a lot of companies. And smaller companies are not going to be able to make it through this. And larger companies obviously want to increase their total addressable market. Larger companies want companies that are going to complement them. And I do think that Iron Source in the long run is definitely going to help out Unity Software. This is a brief description of Iron Source. Iron Source operates a business platform for app developers and telecom operators in Israel and internationally. The company's platform includes Sonic Solutions Suite and supports developers to launch, monetize, and scale their apps and games by providing solutions for app discovery, user growth, content monetization, analytics, and publishing. An Aura Solution Suite, which allows telecom operators to enrich the device experience by creating new engagement touchpoints and deliver relevant content for their users across the entire life cycle of the device. Iron Source Ltd. was founded in 2010. Its headquarters is in Tel Aviv, Israel. The current price of Unity is $32.82. It was down 17.45 cents yesterday. Pre-market today is up 1.65%. I truly do think this was an overreaction of everything that's happening with Unity. However, it is what it is, and the current macro conditions still suck. Yesterday, we got the CPI data, 9.1%. Probably the Fed is going to be raising by 1 basis point at the end of this month, as they probably should. Just pull the Band-Aid off. Eventually, these things are going to recover. Eventually, these prices are going to be stupid cheap. And you're going to look back in a couple of years from now, and you're going to be like, damn, I wish I bought some Unity. None of this financial advice. Definitely do whatever you want. I don't care if you buy it or not. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to hold. I'm just giving you my own personal plays. I absolutely love Unity for the long play. However, this is their chart for the last year. It is freaking comical with them being down 68%, 71.85% for the 6 months. And for the last month, they are still down 4.45%. For the last 5 days, they're down 20%. I call this an overreaction. Now, they were at $210 a share. $210 a share. And Unity currently is trading at around that $32 mark. That's crazy. They're near a 52-week low. The current market cap is just $11.77 billion. If you believe that gaming is the future, if you believe that mobile gaming is more so the future, well, then you have to believe in Unity Software. Unity Software is one of the biggest, baddest forefront players, period, in this space. I do believe there's going to be more developers. Just look around. How many of your friends become developers or getting into tech? Because there's more and more software and more applications that allow common folk that don't have too much coding experience become coders, become developers, become engineers. You need less and less because of software like Unity that allows you to do more with less knowledge, if that makes sense. And now you start becoming limited just by your imagination of what you're designing, as opposed to the limitations of the ability you have to design what your imagination is telling you to design. Guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much and have a great day.